Hello, YouTube land. My name is KestalKayden, and we are playing Path of Exile. We're actually doing a live stream. Hopefully the video's okay, and hopefully things will actually be going well. This is actually my second attempt at doing a live stream, and the first few times I've tried it, like, just for tests, it didn't exactly work out. So I hope things will be a little bit different. Today we're actually going to be doing some, potentially dock runs, or even maybe a map. This is just to kind of show you what my character's all about. Actually, let's just start up with this party right here. We are going to head to the docks. Anyways, I hope everybody's doing okay, and if you do have any questions for me, if you haven't actually seen Path of Exile before, it's a free game. It's basically like what Diablo should have been like, in all honesty. Anyway, I might as well aura it up, so to speak. Hopefully they didn't just finish this map or anything, and damn am I ever slow. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait very, very slowly. Going through, and looks like we're partied up with a Sparker, which I'm fine with, because Sparkers are awesome. And a Ranger. I'm not quite sure what the Ranger is. Hello Pictish, hello Jacob, and hello Minecraft Pony 1231. So I will try to check the comments, except the comments are somewhat delayed. But yeah, this character, excuse me, sorry about that. This character is in fact a ground slammer, two-handed. It does a fairly decent amount of damage. Mind you, it's only 4,000 DPS, but it also critical hits and all that other jazz. I did a little bit different, and it works out rather well for the most part. I'm very tanky, let's leave it at that. I might not seem tanky with my health, but I am very tanky. I can't wait for Endgame on this build just to see what it can do. What I do plan on actually switching up, for those that actually do know the various types of skill gems and whatnot, I have a one-handed mace, which actually is higher damage than two-handed mace. So, ooh, hello, lots of smell it. So basically what I intend on doing is switching it up to that, the one-handed mace with a shield. Oh, no! Dang it, there was a unique. Oh well. Am I equipping? Yeah, I'm also equipping my Endvarious rings. So it's great because I have a, I'd say 170% boost. What is it? 80 plus 80? 160% boost in terms of rarity of items that drop from me, which is great. And I'm still actually doing fairly well. Like, I do have a bit of a negative 40% for elemental resistances, which is painful, mind you. But so far so good. Unless I fight something that has like elemental resist on it, I'm generally fine for these. Anyways, hey Dizzy, Uluru, and hey Casey, how you guys doing? Hopefully you guys actually don't... No, Chaos! Get it, get it, get it. There we go. Haha. Okay, this is a short allocation, so it means that if I don't pick something up that I want right away, that belongs to me, it'll then be open up to the field. So anybody else will be able to pick it up. And although that's good in some cases, it's bad if I don't have the running power, which I don't, in order to pick it up. Like this, I can't pick it up right now in about 4 seconds, or actually less. It'll change and light up, etc., etc. So it was meant to be for somebody else, but then I was able to actually grab it. Yeah. The reason why I do dock runs over maps is because with Endvarious rings, maps can be a little tricky. With these, it's not half bad. Like, I can still be full tanky with 2 Endvarious rings and still provide a decent amount of rarity to my kills. Not to mention, I'm actually fairly decent in terms of DPS. Do you have explosion things? I do, although... Here's the thing, when I actually switch to my one-hand mace, I want to switch into an Infernal Blow, which does explode things. So, like, I'll actually show you guys after this one run. Maybe we don't have to do dock runs. I personally love Infernal Blow. I actually have Melee Splash. I'm trying to currently purchase more quality gems. Like, I'm trying to purchase a quality Melee Splash and a quality... Oh, it looks like this map's kind of done. But, you know, I'm trying to purchase a quality Melee Splash and a quality Infernal Blow to increase the radius which will greatly increase my killing power. Actually, see, this is actually a fairly decent party, so I don't know if I want to switch or not. What do you guys say? In the comments, just tell me whether or not you want me to show off like Infernal Blow type of build rather than a ground slam in a party. Because I mean, I think you maybe kind of already seen this with my vlog video. I kind of showed this type of gameplay in the background. So if you guys do want to see, let's say, my Infernal Blow, or I can show it to you because I do have Infernal Blow and Melee Splash. They're not fully leveled, but I like to, you know, do that. So, yeah, I know, Dizzy. 160. My bad. I can't do basic math. Leave me be. I'm sorry. Well, one of mine are perfect. The other one just sucks. So, in all honesty, it's actually probably less than 150. Actually, yes, people are starting to leave anyway. So, what I'm going to do, actually, is just show you guys really quickly an Infernal Blow build, which I find hilarious, mind you, except these aren't quality gems, and I'd prefer Infernal Blow on a one-handed versus two-handed. Actually, I could probably really also quickly show you my one-handed. So here it is. It's a beast. The DPS is about 340, 350 range. This is another one I'm actually working on. It's a crafting item, like one that I'm actually doing myself. Note that this only has 3 slots, and it's already above, I believe, around the 300 DPS mark, which is amazing because what I can do, it'll be really expensive, mind you, but what I could do is see if I can create like the best two-handed mace, but it'll require a lot of Eternal Orbs, Exalted Orbs, etc., etc. I don't know if I want to put the amount of time in. Hello, group of people. I don't like using Melee Splash with Infernal Blow on a two-handed weapon because I prefer the overall damage outburst, like the original initial damage. Because I mean, bam. So with Melee Splash, it would be split up between 3, and normally on the stronger monsters, because what Melee Splash does is it actually, the initial damage boost is lowered quite a bit, so the armor penetration capabilities is a lot lower. And for tanky monsters, that's actually a bad thing, so I don't know. I kind of outweighed it, and I prefer just doing this. Mind you, I still definitely need to make this a lot stronger, but seriously, it is unbelievably fun to explode a group of things, and once I actually get quality gems, basically my whole entire screen will just explode. Ooh, I don't feel like trying to 6-link. I'm trying to currently 6-link my piece of armor that I have on right now. It is a pain in the ass. Actually, I could probably quickly show you guys. I'm just gonna quickly go over here. Okay, so my piece of armor, it's not bad. Mind you, once I get quality into it, it'll be around 1600 armor or so, which, again, isn't bad. I had a 5-link. Like, I 5-linked it, and I was like, oh, so close to a 6-link. And I decided, you know what? I'm gonna just keep on trying for the 6-link. Because, I mean, I don't really use anything in terms of gems right now in the 6-link, which is actually kind of sad. Or in the armor. But I'm desperately hoping for a 6-link so I can basically use my one-handed and then a shield, and yeah. My damage, once that happens, my damage will skyrocket. I'll tell you that, guys, right now. Let's see some things explode. But yeah, I will try replying to the comments again. The comments are a little delayed on my end, so if you guys are watching and it's taking a little bit for me to comment, I apologize. It's taking a little bit for it to actually get onto the screen. What level are you? I have a couple characters. I can't tell you what KestalKayden is right now, my witch, but this character is level 75. I'm also working on another character on a separate account, but that's just for farming purposes. And, well, I guess I could probably tell you. So what I do with KestalKayden, my witch, is I record, let's say, 3 to 4 episodes at once, so I can get to a certain farming spot, and then I basically grind with her for a little bit, and then go to the next area. So right now, my witch is at level 52, I think, maybe 51, and on my Let's Plays, she's like 40-something. So, I mean, I do have a lot of episodes to upload, which is kind of what's kind of slowing things down, but personally I love it. This character could probably be a lot further once I 6-link, Like, that's the main thing that's also slowing me down. Plus, I'm also trying to purchase some uniques for my witch. Cough. Dream Fragments, cough, which are actually kind of expensive, unfortunately. Yes, no, so this is what Infernal Blow will do. I mean, right now it's not very powerful, plus the gem isn't quality, so the melee splash isn't exactly that high, which is unfortunate because that's where a lot of the awesomeness comes in. You can just basically completely demolish a whole entire area with just a couple of hits because of the melee splash. Oh, whoops, I actually didn't bring my other gems. So I'm actually going to quickly... What do you know? Portal Scroll. There we go. Equivalent exchange, right? I hate that sometimes. Anyways, we're actually going to go back to the docks, I think. I just wanted to quickly show you guys what I plan on doing with that character. With groundslam, here's the thing. I actually do like using multi-strike, just because it's really flashy. Again, I know that a lot of people argue that you really shouldn't be using it, but I honestly don't mind it. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Are there any parties? Nope. There's a level 69 map, but I don't want to do it within various rings on, unfortunately. Just because I know I'm going to be brutalized, quite simply. But I guess I could just take these rings off. No, actually I'm going to keep that one on. That was my really bad one, by the way. I see comments, but I can't answer them. I'm sorry. Well, actually, okay, they're going through. My bad. Overall, though, I actually really do like this game. So if you guys actually haven't had a chance to download it, I suggest you do. It's actually pretty fun. It's actually really fun, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I guess I'll run with her. And again, keep in mind I am using it in various rings. Where is she? There we go. She's at the docks. This game is free. And Pictish, the reason why there's a lot of blood, it's actually because of a unique item that I wear. If I were to take it off, you wouldn't see any blood. Like, you wouldn't see the amount of gore that you do with this. Once I actually get in, I can quickly show you what that unique is. I think it's, yeah, I'm definitely wearing it right now. Alex, yes, this game is completely 100% free. You do not require any purchases whatsoever to play or to win at this game. I mean, yes, those type of people exist, but you don't need them. Interesting how this is actually taking me a while to go through. I don't know, for some reason it's actually kind of slow right now. I'm actually kind of sad about that. But at least I can talk to you guys. So if you have any questions, just drop them in right now until we can get in, and we can definitely have some fun at the docks. I just hope that I don't have to like restart the stream because this would be annoying, to say the least. But yeah, again, the gore is because of a unique that I have. Oh, I think the servers might be down or something. Servers, why you so down so much? Greater multiple projectiles. Crit hit build. That'll be fun. See, I don't know what's actually going on with this game. I think the servers might be down. Which is kind of sad because I've been waiting here for like a minute. Usually it only takes like 10 seconds max. The music's still playing. I wonder if I close out of it. No, see, if I close out of it, the stream will probably go all messy. Let me try. Sorry about the black screen. I'm just trying to see if I can get back into Path of Exile. Okay, here we go. So for this character, yeah, you'll see that I have 3 characters so far, and that is my Marauder, which is 76, and my Witch, which is 53, sorry. My Witch is 53, and then KestalKayden, I just started her, and she's an Anarchy, which I'm going to have fun with live streaming in the future. No, I'm still here, I'm still here. My apologies, I know people left and thought that I'm still good, I'm still here. I'm definitely still here. Actually, I want to check to see if I'm in this group still. Probably not. Nope. That's a shame. That's kind of sad. It's kind of very sad. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And yeah, okay, so the piece of armor that I have that actually has that, I think is... Where is that? Oh, right. Carnage Heart. So one of the extra modifiers is extra gore. So it's actually kind of great. I do want to switch that with the Astronomics thing. Dizzy, it's actually more so me. I had to exit out and go back into it, so that's why there's a black screen. Plus, I'm also kind of... Well, I don't know if I'm lagged. Do I still seem lagged now, Pictish? I hope not. Just tell me if the stream's a little bit better or not. Anyways, tell me what you guys want to see also. Wow, there's like no groups. All of it's just trades right now. That's actually kind of sad. Well, I guess I can go solo the docks for a bit? I don't know. I'm sorry. Oh, I keep doing that. For those that don't know, you could actually open up a new instance and go to a separate map altogether by control clicking the waypoints. And we have opened up a new one. I just want to aura it up again. Originally, this Marauder was a full blood Marauder, like a blood magic Marauder, but I realized that I love Determination and Grace, because what it'll do is it'll increase my armor quite a bit, and then let's say when I really need it, it'll increase it dramatically even more, which is 16,000 armor. Once I switch to the one-handed mace and then add a shield to it, I expect my armor to go up to about 20,000, or not 20,000, more like 15,000 without, and about 30,000 with my flask. Which, by the way, is going to be awesome. This character is in Standard at the moment, unfortunately. I wish I would have done Anarchy, but the reason why I got this character to begin with was in order to feed my Let's Play character lots of goodies and lots of... Dang, wrong area. But yeah, it was in order to feed my secondary character, which is actually my Let's Play character, with upgraded equipment when I could, etc., etc. I do have a hardcore character, but it's on my separate account that I'm currently playing around with, and it's also where my farming witch is. My farming witch on my other character is a sporker. A dual totem spork. Or no, dual totem... Yeah, no, dual totem spork, which means spark and spork on a totem with the ability to do dual totems and greater multiple projectiles. And lightning penetration. I need to kind of play around with that a little bit, but it's definitely getting me some decent currency. So I don't mind, which I'm going to be trading off and all that jazz and blah 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 blah. So this character overall, I do like the fact that I have groundslam. It's a lot better right now in terms of damage. Well, see, that's the thing. It's actually less damage than my... What is it? Infernal Blow, except for the fact that I can't really utilize my Infernal Blow very well until I get the melee quality gem and the quality Infernal Blow gem, which is horrible. The only part that I don't like about attaching a skill onto blood gems is every time that I attack, the screen kind of flickers darker, and that is so annoying. And when I'm like on about half health, like if I'm in an actual battle and that's doing that, it's actually very distracting. But it's the only way to do it. I mean, I'm running 4 ores. Technically I run 5, but I'm currently trying to level up one of my gems, and I didn't feel like using chromatics on my chest. Like, I'm currently trying to level up a faster casting gem for my witch. So a couple more levels, and I'll be able to hand that over back to her, and she won't have to level it. It'll be automatically at her level. Which will just make her more badass, to put bluntly. And actually, I could probably show you... Well, no, you guys have seen my Fire Witch. But I don't know if you saw... Oh, excuse me. I don't know if you saw where she is now. I don't think you have. Do you guys want a sneak peek on her damage dealing? Is this game confusing to play when you are new, or do you get tutorial help? Technically, you get kind of thrust in... Oh, see ya, Dizzy. Pictish. Okay, so technically what happens is that you do kind of get thrust into it. There, personally, where the majority of the support is, it's in the form. So let's say you
I cannot carry this.
So let's say you choose a Marauder. Which, by the way, don't choose a Marauder. I know I'm a Marauder and I know I'm doing fairly well, but I could be doing so much better as something else. Like even a Templar if you really wanted to. But personally, I'd go with magic builds. I love me Chaos Inoculation. I want to utilize it beyond belief. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but at the beginning of my Let's Plays, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing until I started another character secretly and leveled him up to like 60. So don't think that just because you start and don't know what you're doing that you're worse off than anybody else. Because personally speaking, I didn't know what I was doing for the longest time. Mind you, I still don't even know what I'm doing. My biggest thing for you to tell you right now on what to do is, in all honesty, look at the forums. It has so much information about various builds. Actually, that could be useful for a duelist, maybe. But yeah, the forums have so much information on builds. It's actually where my build comes from. Mind you, I kind of modified it to my own personal liking, but
How you doing?
I don't know. Like, my witch right now, she's actually using a build from the forums called, I think, the Tri-Curse Burning Proliferation build or whatever. I noticed that it had a lot of comments on it, it had a lot of following, so I was like, you know what, I want to try this. Ooh, 2 to melee, except, again, it doesn't matter because it's a one-handed sword. That one's kind of interesting, except it's already used up most of its slots, because rare items can only have generally up to 6 slots, so it's kind of blah. That one's useless, that one's useless. Is this one any useful? Nope. And nope. And because this says 6 sockets, not because they're linked, like here, this one's the only one that's linked. So this is a 6 socket 2 link technically. Because this has 6 sockets, I can sell it off for 7 Jeweler's Orbs. So there's a random hint for those that didn't know that. I didn't know that either until not too long ago. So I just kind of figured I'd mention. But yeah, I do have a little bit. I need to get more Exalted Orbs, but that's okay. But yeah, this is my little stash that I have going on. Not very big, I know, I apologize. I finally got more chromatics. I could probably sell off those for a decent amount. I don't know, I don't know what the current rate for chromatics are at the moment. You know what, I'm also going to show you guys my current State of the Witch. She's pretty badass too. Mind you, I know this is like a week ahead of the Let's Plays, so I do apologize for those that don't want to see this. But I think you might actually enjoy. I do have some quests which I have to do. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm currently having so much fun with this build, and I'm glad that I chose it. I really, really am. So basically, for those that haven't seen it, this is the Burning Proliferation build. So let's say oh no, they're immune to curse. Whatever, they're gonna die anyway. So as you can see, I can just one-shot things with a fireball, and if I'm really worried, I can curse them with flammability, and then just burn the whole group. The reason why this can be done is because I have a 5-link weapon, and what these links do is that every single support gem that's attached to it will affect my main skill, which is fireball, right? So sorry for those that actually do know this and kind of want to, you know, ignore this. I apologize. I really, really do. But, so, this is a fireball which is attached to increased burning damage, which as you can see gives 53% increased burning damage and extra 10% chance to ignite. Concentrated effect, which does 59% more area damage, chance to ignite, 38% increased chance to ignite, and elemental proliferation, which basically increases the amount of duration for burning, and also it infects other people around it. So if I burn one enemy and there's another enemy around it, chances are it'll burn those enemies too. And the higher the level, the bigger the radius. So it's actually kind of great. As you can see, those are starting to burn as soon as they walk into the radius, which is amazingly hilarious because I can still one-shot bosses pretty much. Mind you, some of them are kind of getting a little bit harder, but the majority of them I just kind of, you know, curse and then flame them to death or burn them to death with my awesomeness. eventually what I want to do with this is actually get... Oopsies. Is to actually switch her up with a wand so that I don't have to worry about energy shield. Mind you, my energy shield isn't half bad, but once I switch it up with a wand and then get an actual shield, it's going to be so much fun. I'm not going to have to worry about it. Then I'm going to go Chaos Inoculation, and then I'll probably have like a decent amount. I'll probably end up with about 5,000 shield by the end of it. And then I'll basically be able to run around, do whatever, and focus on my DPS, which is the next phase of things to do. Or damage per second. And yeah, if you guys have any questions or you guys want to see something specific, then feel free to kind of mention it. So, I mean, we're about 25-ish minutes in, but I don't want to go too long because I'm releasing a Minecraft video in about half an hour. Half an hour. Haha. And that is Minecraft 1.6.1. So, but that's a different series altogether, so I don't necessarily want to talk too much about that. Unless you guys want to hear me talk about it, then so be it. But, kind of figured I'd mention. And unfortunately for this live stream, I didn't give people enough warning that I was going to live stream. I was just like, you know what? I had nothing to do for the next hour. Let's just live stream stuff. But yeah, my favorite part of the Switch, in all honesty, is those damn Quicksilvers on her speed. It is awesome. So the speed potions, or speed flasks. It is fun, and as you can see, this guy is still cursed, but that's because my curses don't run out. It's a passive thing that I got, which is amazing. Like, so amazing, it's not even funny. But yes, Path of Exile has also come out with a couple of new updates recently. Nothing really game-changing. It was mostly cosmetic pets and stuff, which I'm not a fan of. Like, I know people get them, and I know they're kind of cute-looking, and I know they're actually kind of fun to, you know, have, but personally, I'm not necessarily a fan of, like, purchasing pets. They don't really serve a purpose for me, other than showing off. What I wouldn't mind doing, though, is once I get my weapon of choice, like, see this little glow effect? You can do that, and that does cost money. I'm tempted to, like, in all honesty, I'm really, 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 really tempted to. But we'll see. Anyways, I have switched back to my Marauder, and I'm going to burn, or not burn, sorry, I'm going to explode stuff. I'm going to explode stuff with my hammer, or my mallet. Just because it's kind of fun. But yes, so that's where my witch is currently. It does have a long way to go. I need to get rid of some of the gems that I put on her. But overall, it is not half bad. And yeah, there are a couple different things that you can do with a Marauder and actually make it viable for endgame. But personally speaking, if I was able to do it all over again, what I do is probably Templar, if I wanted that kind of a build. And then I'd probably discharge the Templar up. Or, again, go for a Witch build, which is so much easier. In all honesty, like, I was comparing my build versus... no. Okay, that one's not useless. Or useful. I was comparing my Witch build with my Marauder build. Oh, I'm sorry. Why can't you leave any more comments? Sorry, I just noticed the comments on the side. The Witch's ultimate power, in all honesty, that fireball and burning proliferation, her main power comes from burning. And soon, once I get her a wand, she'll be able to burn things beyond belief. Like, I saw, like, that's the whole beauty of the burning proliferation build. It's actually almost just as powerful as some of the bigger discharge builds, and it's kind of more fun for me. Anyways, so this is the boss of this map. He's not even necessarily that much of a challenge anymore, especially with my melee splash on this one. But yeah, no, sorry that you can't leave any more comments, Casey. I don't know what's going on. No, well then again, you just left that comment. I don't know what you're talking about. What you talking about? What you talking about? I'm just saying. And again, sorry about all the gore. It's, again, my unique ability, or unique... I think it's, yeah, the amulet that causes it. Normally you don't get to see any of that. I just needed that amulet because of the attributes that it gave. Like, I can quickly show you, and it increases attributes by like 30 or 45-ish around there. Mind you, I know that there's better amulets, but they were a little bit more expensive, and I didn't exactly have the currency back then. I don't know, I might switch, but I actually don't necessarily even mind. It's actually funny to watch all the gore, especially on a big group like right here. And all of a sudden you just see like a splash of just gore everywhere. And again, once I switch to one-handed mace, that's actually quicker, and once I actually get my respecs all done, like my skill tree, because right now the majority of my damage comes from two-handed like weapons, and it's sad because I compared my current damage output to my one-handed output, and it's still on par, which means that once I actually switch from two-handed to one-handed in my skill tree, it'll be so much higher. I'm just saying. But yeah, going back to the witch, her ultimate ability would potentially actually, it wouldn't be half bad to put her as a discharge build. Like, I've seen a lot of endgame discharge builds that pretty much have the same layout that I have with my staff. But I've seen so many people do discharge that it's just blah. If I were to do discharge build, it would probably be on a Templar. I'm not gonna lie, Templars have a decent amount of tankiness and can actually pick up all of the decent enduring cry passives, which can give them a decent amount. Like, so can this character, in all honesty, and I just thought about that. This character had, I think, 7 endurance charges at one point. Like 4 every half an hour. I don't know how to fix that. I guess I could potentially add you as a moderator, so you can just... No, I don't know how to add you as a moderator. Sorry. I was going to say, that might be the only way that I can think of that you might be able to get past that, but I guess it's some kind of built-in spam thing. I see. Thor's hammer as an Easter egg. I wish. But yeah, this is one of the pets. Because this guy has a vampiric like effect on his weapon, it also has a vampiric effect on his cockroach, or whatever the hell that thing is. Anyways, we're just gonna go back and explode some more things while we're having a little bit of fun time chatting. It'll be fun. It'll be good times all over. And when I see a big group like this... Oh, actually, that was a little bit of desync that happened there. I'm sorry about that. Like, I was trying to smack things, but apparently it wasn't letting me, so... That's good. That is unfortunately the charm of only having 5 megabit upload and trying to stream at 720p and also trying to play an online game. There's a little bit of desync that happens, which is kind of dangerous, but that's another reason why, see, like that happened. I don't know if you saw that, but it jolted me back a couple seconds as if I never actually hit them, but I killed them off, or whatever. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I currently don't play on hardcore. If I ever decide to, like, let's stream something, or live stream, well, let's stream, ha! But yeah, in most cases, when I pick up, let's say, these yellow, like, equipment, I check to see if it's any decent, but if it's not, I just sell it to the vendor. The reason is I can get a lot of those shards for it, and sometimes actually can pretty much just sell off stuff later on. Wow, I was actually trying to curse these enemies and forgot what character I was on. That's how much I've been playing my witch lately, just because of how fun she is. But yeah, I've also tried Lightning Strike with... actually, I could probably switch into Lightning Strike. Hold on. I also tried Lightning Strike, but it's not very viable with my current build because, well, first off, I need to get a quality Lightning Strike, which I don't have. So I'm going to switch Melee Splash, and then Lightning Strike? Lightning Strike? Lightning Strike. Are you kidding me? It's in this mess of things. Great. So yeah, these are my gem stuff that I just randomly picked up, which is actually kind of sad, unless it's... Here's... Okay, so it is here. So yeah, I don't have to go through that. And the damage of this is actually fairly impressive. It's 5,000 DPS. But if I had, let's say, lightning penetration, if I had some different, like, skill passive trees stuff, it wouldn't actually be half bad. So let's go into just Church Dungeon, just so I can kind of show you what it's like. With multi-strike, by the way. So fun. Except... it spreads out the damage too much. What I'd maybe have wanted to have done... Like, I don't even think you can get lesser multiple projectiles on this. If you could, that would be awesome. To have, like, 5 streams I mean, it does a decent amount of damage, and it actually goes off-screen damage, which is kind of nice. But personally speaking, I'm not much of a fan as it stands, because I then have to try to position myself to try to aim, and I'd rather just have, like, a wave in front of me, so I can just demolish it. And that's usually not the case with Lightning Strike, obviously. You only fire 3 lines, and you actually have to line them up with the enemies that you want. So I'm constantly trying to reposition just so I can get it. Mind you, I can like walk up to something and shotgun it with all 3, I think. Unless they removed that. I don't know. I haven't been really following Lightning Strike. So let's see. Yeah, so I can do this and like go right up to them and just like demolish them with everything. But I'd rather just have groundslam, if you know what I mean. So let's see how it does on this grid. There's a yellow guy right here. Or a rare monster. I mean, it does a fairly decent job, but I think I'm more effective, I guess you can say, with groundslam. And I don't even necessarily like groundslam that much. I want to switch it into Infernal Blow. I don't know. We'll see. Like, this character is fairly well off. My witch is fairly well off. I have to upload, I think, another 5 episodes before it catches up to where I am, but this will give me a chance to grind with her and him, so I can get her better equipment, maybe, if I have time. And that's the reason why I do it. It's not because I don't want to, like, interact with people, because I do, I really do. Except I really want to try to grind to get her more equipment, the better equipment. She has a couple of uniques that she really needs to get, and they're expensive. Dream Fragments is like 3 Exalted, which is rather expensive. And I currently only have 1 Exalted, but I have a buttload of stuff inside my stash, which I'm going to eventually create a shop for. So, I mean, I have a couple of shop ones that I have, and these are all like uniques and stuff, which is actually kind of nice. And then I have some rather rare-ish type of stuff. I mean, that one isn't the greatest, but it's 6 socket, and if I can get that into a 6 link, and then maybe add an Exalted or 2 that are decent, I could probably sell that off for about 10. It's actually kind of fun that way. I've done that before, and I actually sold off... See, here's the thing. I actually had a 6 link. It was a robe, so it was for a witch. I didn't have a... Like, I was Let's Playing as, like, KestalKayden, the witch, at the time, but I never actually thought about it, and I sold it off. I sold it off for a lot of money, mind you, but I wish I would have kept it, because looking back at it, it was actually pretty good. I don't know. Anyways, I want to get our Lightning Strike because I don't like it. So that's that. And I have Multi-Strike on. So technically I'm doing more DPS. And I'll show you what it's like on this character. Oh, is this my old one? Oh, yeah, it is. Well, actually, there's still more to it. I didn't actually finish the area. So this is Infernal Blow with Multi-Strike. So see how it does more whacks and more hits and stuff? Technically speaking, yes, it does do more DPS in total, but it does less DPS in a sense due to how armor penetration is calculated for certain monsters. Mind you, it still does a decent amount of damage, I'm not gonna lie, except now I have to wait for the animation to finish, which attacks 3 times before I can reposition myself, right? So see how long that takes? I can get hit quite a bit, and a lot can happen during that. So that's another reason why I don't necessarily love Multi-Strike. Mind you, it's really good, except for Infernal Blow, I'd rather add a quality added fire damage or something. And I mean, that would probably work out rather well, but I need to 6 link so badly. Oh my goodness. I've already used 300 fusings, actually more now. I've probably used about 400 fusings, and I have not been able to 6 link my chest. But then again, I've heard horror stories where it could take like 5,000. I don't even want to think about that. 1 Exalted for me is like 90 fusings. So, I mean, I could have had an extra 5 Exalted by now, probably. And that could have went towards my... Well, either my Witch or my Marauder. I mean, I could have probably purchased a 6-link white for that. Well, no, maybe not. But I mean, I could probably purchase a 6-link white for my Witch, actually, for that. There is one on market right now for that price. The good thing about Lightning Strike is that it actually kind of looks really cool. And it's very ranged, so it will actually hit off the screen, except I really have to aim. And that, I think, is the big no-no for me. I'd rather just you know, thwack stuff or just demolish things with a nice wave in front of it that hits everything evenly. Yeah, this one I'm currently trying to level up to add on to my Infernal Blow once I get 6 link. But that'll take a while, obviously, because I've already spent 300 to 400 fusings. Probably around closer to 400, if not maybe a little bit more in total. I haven't been counting. I know my last round was about 300 fusings. And the rounds before that was probably around 200. So yeah, no, it's somewhere between 400 to 500 in all honesty. And I still haven't been able to 6-link, and it is irritating me. Now, what somebody mentioned in the comments, like in other people's streams, is to get armor scraps, get them to 20%, and then 6-link, or then try to fuse, because that will increase the chance of actually getting a more better roll. But I don't know by how much. Like, if it's by 10% or something like that, sure, but if it's by like 1.5%, I don't know. I guess I can sell off like a Chaos Orb for a stack of armor scraps, but that seems like so much effort. I don't know, we'll see. Huh, yeah, it is like Thor's hammer. Sorry, Casey, I just got that. But yeah, I mean, this isn't half bad, though. Personally, as mentioned, as a two-handed weapon, I am currently all about my groundslam. I can't help it. It's just what I've known. And that wasn't with melee splash either, so that was actually a little bit weaker because of that. I should have actually taken account of that. My bad. I was wondering, it's like, why isn't this as fun as before? So the key with Infernal Blow is that melee splash, because what it'll do is it'll increase the radius around, so if I hit one, it'll bounce to another, and it'll bounce like further out, so it will give me a chance to like explode more of them, which is nice. I know we're supposed to do the docks. I apologize. I don't know where I went with this episode. It went on so many tangents, it's not even funny. I apologize, my lovely subscribers. I did not know. Willing to sell in various 83. I could probably sell mine and then maybe purchase his. I don't know. But let's go on a docks run. Just for a little bit. Just for a little bit longer. Hold on. Fresh TP because there's like 5 or 4 of them. TP up, so Bronco Bear. And this will show you what other skills are like. Ooh, actually hot zone a little. But that's okay. I am a tank. It doesn't matter. Oh, these guys are a little unorganized. They're like everywhere. See, he's a lightning striker too, which is actually great. But he's also, I believe, a duelist, which lets him use... Well, I mean, he has some interesting speed boosts. Grotto map. And see, that was originally supposed to be somebody else's, but they never picked it up, so I picked it up for them. And that's the downside of short allocation. But I mean, I've lost units for that. I don't feel bad for taking somebody else's map, because I've lost so many items just because they decided to snipe it. Actually, what somebody did was they used Cyclone, and they just demolished the area. So I couldn't exactly see where it was. Oh, great, more comments. Sorry. What is the most difficult boss I've battled? As my Marauder, Piety Merciless is a pain in the butt. Like, beyond belief. I've died so many times trying to finish that quest. It's kind of funny. Oh, is it ever funny. And it's sad because it seems like Piety will be a lot easier for my Witch than it will be for my Marauder. My Marauder has, like, my Marauder is melee, right? So he has to go right up to Piety, right up there, and just demolish. Which does work, but see, I was silly enough to get 6 people in a group going after Piety. I should have maybe duoed it. If I was going to be in a group, I should have done it with 2 people, not 6 people, because the more people you have in the group, sure, you get more item quantity from that, but the difficulty level skyrockets, and with bosses it's a pain in the butt. It's more rewarding, but I think I died maybe like 5 times on Piety Merciless, so the 3rd time through. I don't know, that's for him. For the Witch, see, now that I'm on Burning Proliferation build for the Witch, not a lot of things are very hard. I mean, not yet anyway. I know for a fact that when I run into Elemental Reflection, if I were to run into anything that's Elemental Reflecting right now, it would kick my ass. Because I'm all about the elements. I'm burning. It's fire damage. And I currently don't have full fire resist on her. So I'll probably one-shot myself with that eventually. I know that for a fact. Like, I one-shotted myself recently with my Marauder, but I was in a group and the boss was physical resist. He didn't do physical resist on himself, he granted physical resist on his allies, and there was like a group of them, so I'm like ground slamming, right? It's a physical ability, and all of a sudden, everything backfires, and it's just like, ow. Okay, apparently that wasn't the right one. Which one did he open up? Wictus. I went into Wictus's portal. See, that's kind of unorganized, so he shouldn't have announced that because it wasn't his to announce. Because his portal led to the old one. But maybe he doesn't know, so it's fine. Because I've been in so many groups, I've learned the lingo, which is actually kind of funny. See, I don't necessarily mind the idea of a lightning strike build, but I prefer my more so stable damage. Like, that's, I think, why I don't want to try a discharge. Because discharge is very chaotic. I mean, you have to run around, you have to get the endurance cries, which, mind you, isn't necessarily that hard. You then have to probably... Well, see, there's a couple of different things you can do. You could probably go for power charges as well. So you can do things like that Blood Fury gem or whatever that's called, so you can actually get that. But then I'd have to do critical hits, and I'm not really doing critical hits right now. I have Resolute technique, I think, or whatever that's called, and that stops me from getting for doing critical hits. But I'll show you what the purpose of that is in a second. So they're kind of just derping around anyway. Where is that? So Resolute technique. Your hits can't be evaded, which is nice for me, but I'll never be able to deal critical strikes. So that's the story. Hey Daniel. Hey Tyler. Player Select Gaming's in here. Big shout out to him for doing Minecraft with me. Why you no feed the beast with me, Tyler? That's right, I called you out on it. Anyway. Did I grab anything useful? No. Well, I grabbed one thing which was kind of useful, but not really. It wasn't a yellow item, so it wasn't a rare item.
Got some questions for me.
It's a white item, but it has 3 links, so it's a 3-link, and each like socket is different colors. So because I did that, it gives me back a chromatic orb, which is not half bad, especially for somebody who likes to play around with armor pieces and try to socket them, and etc, etc, etc. That can't be right. Oh, it is right. That is so weird. No, I was already in here. Ugh. The good thing about being able to switch weapons is I have my fast transportation thing on my offhand, which is a really fast
my mana's
weapon.
Gone.
Except it's relying on my mana, unfortunately. But yeah, if you guys haven't tried this game, again, I can't push this enough. It's a great game. Personally, Diablo was okay, but this is what the field of Diablo should have been like. It's great, and the development is really fast. So that's just something to keep in mind. Also keep in mind for the Minecraft Lovers in the series, in this live stream right now, I will be releasing another episode of Minecraft 1.6.1, and the format is slightly different from my previous ones. It's basically what I'm doing is I'm recording for maybe about 15-20 minutes, and then I'm cutting down the episode to about 10 minutes each, but mostly keeping all the highlighty stuff, so the things that actually happen, rather than you watching me dig around in a hole for 3-4 minutes, you get interesting commentary and or interesting things that happen. There we go. Got rid of him, got rid of him, got rid of him. And this is the good thing about this type of a build. I can basically steamroll. So I can basically do my attacks, go a little bit forward. Do my attacks, go a little bit forward. Do my attacks, go a little bit forward. It's actually kind of fun. It's actually kind of relaxing unless I start fighting somebody who is like physical resistance. Or no, physical reflect. Sorry, not physical resistance. Although physical resistance is a pain in the butt too. Anyway, time to leap around. Whee! And it's good because if I can tag along with somebody who's like a mage, like not a mage, but like a witch or somebody who has like the aura that regens mana, I can basically just leap continuously. Mind you, I should probably attach my leap onto my blood gem, but that's okay. I should probably do that. Leap, blood gem, and reduce mana. That'd probably be a good thing for that, but I don't know. It'll cause a lot of my HP. I don't think it'll cause my HP to go down that much. Anyways, just steamroll. It's alright. It's also kind of hard to see half the time of where all the monsters are. And that can be a pain in the butt too. Anyways, time to go. There we go. And as a physical attack, I'm weak against fighting people with a lot of shield. But if they don't have any shields, or if their shields are down, I can do a little bit more damage. A lot of people around me, which is actually kind of nice. No, somebody picked up the 3 chain, or the 3 link. That's okay though. But yeah, that pretty much kind of sums up using these of myself, in all honesty. In terms of what I experience on a day-to-day. Like right now, I'm just kind of grinding. I'm trying to gain some stuff. Whatnot. Keep in mind that I believe I'm running with my end various rings. So technically, we're getting better drops than we should be getting if I do the final blows. If I don't, then they're kind of useless. So once I switch to dominating blow and like demolish a whole screen at once, they'll be able to see a big difference in terms of, well, me, so to speak, and what actually drops. I don't like this group partially because there's another group of players that are ahead of everybody else and kind of trying to not cherry pick, but just do whatever. Is Minecraft 1.6.1 only for moderators? No, you can download it. Anybody can download that. Minecraft 1.6.1 will be released, like my part 2 will be released in 9 minutes. So it's currently not available. I scheduled it to be released. So that's probably why you can't actually see it right now.
Welcome, Nassan.
Actually, I'll be probably finishing this up so I can actually take a look at that one. So that's about it. I hope you guys actually enjoyed. This has been running for 52 minutes. Damn. That's so scary. I actually don't think I've live streamed. Well, I have. As my papers please. But this was fun too. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Leave comments down below, please. I love your comments. They're so fun. Anyways, so until next time, guys. Have fun.